All right. So after I broke everything down, that's what it looks like. I'm pretty happy about it. It is kind of interesting that some of them are not exactly all the same color. I understand that if something's aluminum and something's titanium, the anodized part it's not going to be the exact color anodized wise. I understand that. It's not paint. So maybe I should look into it to make sure what's aluminum, what's titanium. Anyway, the only thing that I slightly had difficulty with was the stop pin was moving on me while I was trying to put the pivot and the screws back in, as far as like lining everything up, putting it together. I sat here and thought I had it all good, and this had shifted on me, so I kind of had to loosen everything back up and kind of rearrange everything and do it again. And then when you don't have the pivot tightened up as much as it should, then it's slightly cockeyed, like the blade wasn't lining up straight. But after a couple of times of playing with it and adjusting it, it's pretty much there. I mean, it literally might be like 4% one side more than the other. I mean, it's about as about as perfect as you can get. I'm not going to cry over less than 5% one side over another side. You see how close this is to the handle, but it's like that on both sides right there. So I got it lined up good. Anyway, flatline blades. This is a Hinderer XM-18 3.5 inch. Just put all this purple anodized hardware on here. See, I might slightly loosen it, the pivot again, because it was dropping down slightly easier than that before I took it apart. But it's still, I'm just kind of having to move it to get it to go down like that. Anyway, so now I can put these things side by side. Definitely hands down my two best knives as far as overall quality, designer, name brand wise, mid-tech stuff wise. This is what I've been waiting on. Got it today. My Les George version 3 VCEP. It's the morph pattern handle. And even though I was going to get the standoffs, I knew I was messing with a lot of money with this. So since I got yep, you can kind of see that. It's the Nichols Damascus. I'm not positive what pattern that is. I looked on his website and I saw like 40 different Damascus. So a few of them look pretty damn similar together. I'm not positive what it is. The other thing is, this is actually a mistake written on the blade itself, and I mean, I kind of discussed it with Les, but obviously it is not actual 204P because it's Damascus. So I don't know if that is going to make it worth more money later down the road. Obviously I'm not trying to sell this thing, but I mean, I don't know if that's going to make it worth more or actually deduct from it because it's actually marked wrong. I don't know how many of these actually came out like that. So maybe it'll make it even slightly more collector wise, because I'm sure George doesn't put something out that happens to be messed up, you know. Anyway, definitely love it. Very happy with everything. It was riding rough when I originally opened it up, but I just realized that it's brand new, and it's the divot that is in the lock bar that is kind of grinding into the blade since it's brand new, and that's what it was. It was not the bearings. I thought the bearings were all weird. Anyway, of course, I'm sitting here getting text messages and phone calls. I'm trying to sit here and cut a damn video. Anyway, I am going to do both of these properly as far as an actual legitimate nice video. but it is a good day for me in the knife world. I'll just put it that way. I got my purple hardware and stuff today, and I just put that stuff together. Came out really awesome. And obviously, Les George, VCEP version 3, Chad Nichols Damascus. This thing just feels so damn awesome in my hand. I absolutely love it. All right, I'm going to cut a video here in a second to do this thing justice. Because I also have the ZT909, which is basically the same blade shape. It's just a production version of it with G10. I also have a ProTech fixed blade Rockeye. So it's going to be kind of cool to see all three of them side by side. Anyway, all right. Flatline Blades coming at you 2020.